Welcome to the All-Star edition of the Sports League podcast. I'm here with my main man, Dwayne.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Good. So, let's talk about All-Star Weekend. We're in All-Star Weekend right now.
Yes.
And now it's in Charlotte.
Charlotte, North Carolina?
Yes. He was born in Brooklyn.
Was born in Brooklyn.
But he grew up in North Carolina.
Grew up in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Of course, we're talking about the one and only Michael Jordan.
The greatest of all
Jeffrey
time.
Jordan.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Yes.
Michael Jeffrey Air Jordan.
His illness.
His royal illness.
His illness.
You're not worthy?
Not worthy. But yes, I wore the jersey because this is North Carolina, where the All-Star Weekend is.
Right.
And I wore the college jersey because this is 82, the shot from the corner.
Over Georgetown, who was a defensive monster, juggernaut at that time.
Oh my goodness, the birth of the GOAT.
Yes. So, now we're going to talk about what are your favorite moments from All-Star Weekend from all time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I go back a little bit. The first thing that comes to mind, I have to talk about Larry Bird. Because by trade, when I was playing ball in my heyday, I was a shooter, a sharp shooter. Larry Bird coming in there with the warm-up on.
Yes.
With the warm-up on.
Yes.
Saying, who's second place? It doesn't get any better than that. And he cleared the rack.
He did.
He's the only shooter ever to clear the rack.
He did. And with the finger too, he's like he knew it was good before he even went in. Take that, Steph Curry walking off before the shot goes in.
that was it. And then I think what comes to mind too is a guy named Harold Miner.
Oh yes.
Baby Jordan was his name, and I remember Harold Miner winning the dunk contest, and he was such a powerful dunker, and he was dunking so hard like nobody in the arena was talking. It was just like these powerful dunks, you know. But I remember that, and then I think last but not least, I would have to say, and it's kind of a losing thing, Ray Allen.
Yes.
Ray Allen was in the dunk contest. A lot of people don't realize Ray Allen lost the dunk contest as a runner-up twice or something like that, and should have won, but he was so effortlessly dunking that nobody paid attention to it. And we know Ray Allen's a shooter now, but Ray Allen was this is Jesus Shuttleworth. So those are my memories. What about yours?
Mine would be I remember the Vince Carter dunk contest out in Oakland.
Awesome.
I remember watching it in my living room, and I was literally on the floor, rolling around, losing my mind, absolutely going hysterical, literally going hysterical. The dunks he was doing were just mind-boggling. Even you can see back in the day, not back in the day, it's not that long ago, I'm not that old, but
I mean, it was 19 years ago.
It was? Oh wow, time flies.
Just
like Vince.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, it did.
But you see Shaq, you see Big Ticket, you see Isaiah Thomas, you see who else? Who's the lady? Cynthia Cooper? Cynthia Cooper losing her mind too. Everyone was going berserk.
Yes.
Because it was just
the infamous.
It's over. It's over.
Yes.
T-Mac was competing with him, and he couldn't compete with him in the dunk contest.
If this was any other year, T-Mac probably would have won.
Right.
Not against Vince.
Right. Wasn't Jason Richardson in that contest?
Jay Richardson in that contest.
And he's a monster above the rim too.
Phenomenal. Desmond Mason, phenomenal dunker.
Save the Sonics.
But Vince Carter hung his elbow on the rim.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
I'm pretty sure he iced his arm for the whole week.
I, like yourself, was jumping around the room. I remember watching it, and everybody was just like, is this really happening? Because the dunk contest had been kind of for a while, but Vince brought it back.
He brought it back in a major way.
Yeah.
Speaking of bringing it back, Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine 3 years ago?
Very good.
That was insane.
Yeah.
I remember watching it in a bar in the city, and everyone was losing their minds, not just because they had a little, but because they were watching everything. The dunk off of Puff, the mascot for the Magic, that was amazing, and Zach LaVine going under his legs for the dunk. I mean, those dunks were just insane. And there's a back and forth nature of it too. Yeah,
it was very Dominique Jordan-esque.
Yes.
Two distinctive different styles, both athletic guys that could high rise and the creativity was at a high level. So it very. I remember watching the dunk contest of Leek and Jordan, and on TV and on sports TVs and on the videos and stuff, and you see how Jordan was all the iconic dunks we see now. You see Jordan doing in those dunk contests, and wow! And they do the slow motion. Oh, it's awesome.
Especially when he comes in from the side like this.
Oh man!
With the threes, he had the threes on it at that time.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Yes! Oh, the threes. I remember there was, and I don't want to go too far off topic, but there was a game called Bulls versus Lakers, and in that game, his signature move was called "Kiss the Rim."
Nice.
And it was the same. That move.
Yeah.
And yeah, great dunker, great dunks. It's actually crazy. Of course.
Oh yeah, from the free throw line. Because remember, Dr. J was the first one to do it.
Correct.
But then Jordan added a little funk to it. He cocked it back a little bit
with a little tail.
Yeah.
And I think we watched that dunk and it's in slow motion. So we were like, wow, he's really up there for that long. It seems almost like he's up there just kind of talking to himself. So
it was almost as if he was flying.
His airness.
That's right.
His airness.
That's right.
He's in there. I think that he's obviously, Jordan was definitely one of the greatest dunkers of all time until we saw Vince. I think Vince can safely say he's the greatest dunker of all time.
Okay.
I think when you look at that from an all-star perspective, plus his in-game dunks that get you into a dunk contest were amazing. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. You have to be in the dunk contest, you have to have a little bit of a resume of in-game dunks that make you look. You just can't jump high. You have to have a little bit of a resume, and I think Vince's in-game dunks were dunk contest winning worthy.
Yes, yes they were. Yes they were.
So I think Vince is probably the highlight of All-Star Weekend, the standard.
Yes, and he's still dunking to this day. To this day!
At 41?
42.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I saw a picture of him in a preseason, and he still has a 40-something inch vert. And Andrew Wiggins, who's half his age, has the same vert.
That is
no
bizarre.
disrespect to Andrew Wiggins.
That is bizarre.
I mean, it is what it is.
He must have knees of made of rubber. His knees don't hurt him at all. That's the first thing I gotta think. Right?
He takes great care of himself, and I think what we see with Vince is I remember Nets Vince.
Yeah.
I remember Nets Vince, and I remember him just being phenomenal as a player. But do you see his in-game dunk? I mean, of course, we can never forget him dunking over Frederick Weiss. Nick never made it over to. I think that's why he never made it as a Knick.
I don't blame him.
No.
And the Knicks would draft him too.
Of course. But dunking over somebody in the game is crazy.
Literally jumping over him, and he's 7 feet tall.
Yes. That's amazing.
It kind of reminds me of when Giannis Antetokounmpo caught the alley over Tim Hardaway Jr. I never seen anybody catch an alley over somebody, let alone, there's only 2 people I know that got jumped over for a dunk.
Is an alley dunk the same as getting dunked on off the dribble? Does it have the same, he dunked over, I love you, Kyle O'Quinn as well.
Oh no! No Kyle slander here.
We love you, Kyle. I love you,
Allen fan
for life.
Right?
But my man got dunked on. So I wonder, is it the same as it is when you get an alley? If I throw you an alley, you just jump over it. Is the dunk from LeBron on Isaiah Thomas, which was ridiculous, the same as the one he caught over John Lucas III?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because that was an alley.
That was an alley, yeah, because you got to jump up and go reach for it, as opposed to you doing it yourself, kind of
yeah.
You got time,
Yeah, like last night in the All-Star Challenge, they said there was something like 55 dunks.
Right.
A lot of those dunks were alleys.
Right.
And I'm like, anybody can jump.
Mm-hmm.
But can I gather myself and really,
yeah.
Or even, is a putback dunk the same?
I love putback dunks.
They are amazing. I
love putback dunks. But yeah, that's a good point. So I would definitely put the onus more on being able to dunk it on yourself as opposed to gearing up to get jumping for the alley.
So do we respect John Stark's left hand from the
dunk on Horace Grant, not
Horace
Jordan.
Grant, not Michael Jordan.
It's fake news.
Fake news. Fake news. Fake news.
Photoshop.
And do we respect that more? Let's say than let's say what's a great alley oop? Wow.
Well, probably one of the best alley oops of all time.
I would have to say Gary Payton throwing it to Sean Kemp.
Ooh.
This is Rain Man Sean
Yes,
Kemp.
yes.
I would have to say that, and Sean Kemp's whole body swinging around the rim.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I died. Wow.
Sean Kemp, he had some nice dunks.
Would you respect that dunk more than, let's say, the dunk he dunked on Alton Lister when he cupped it through the lane and then he pointed at him?
Good point. I gotta take the cuff.
Yes.
Because he's the cuff, and then the point at him too.
Ooh.
And then Alton Lister said, "You know what? I gotta dab you up after you dunked him like that."
Yeah.
You did it on the next place. You gotta give him more respect for that.
You gotta give him respect.
Yeah.
You just got monkey dunked on it.
Yeah.
And then it's embarrassing.
Yeah,
like,
it is embarrassing.
Your kids gonna know about this.
They're like, take out the trash. No, I'm gonna get Sean Kemp dunking you.
Right. What was your alley dunk?
Oh, when Dwayne Wade lobbed it to LeBron James in Milwaukee.
Yes.
That's an iconic picture. That's like up there with Michelangelo.
That should be on somebody's wall in black and white. It was definitely iconic.
Yeah.
And you know what? And it was symbolic of their relationship and what they accomplished in Miami, which was 2 rings, which was phenomenal.
And now they're playing the same All-Star team this year too.
Yeah, but Dwayne Wade is he in the top 5 guards?
Yeah, by far. Jalil puts him as number 2.
Really?
Yeah, he puts him. He goes Jordan, Wade, Kobe, and I'm like, what?
Wow.
I mean,
well, you know, family sometimes is delusional, and we have to adjust to that. We love family, but love you, Jalil, but you know, yeah. So obviously we talk about top 5 guards. You gotta go with, of course, Mike, 6-0 in the final, dominated the league forever. And then I would have to go with Kobe.
Me too.
Dominant personality, dominant skill set, never cheated you out of a game. 5 rings, of course, 2 rings with most guys that would not start on another team. And then I would go with Dwayne Wade, who was a phenomenal guard defensively for some years. Never developed a jump shot that could kill you, just the jump shot that he needed to hit. And I think that's where his flaw was. But
let's see this in the comments. You and Jalil.
Never really got. I respect Wade, but then I would have to go right behind Wade. I would go with Mitch Richmond, who was a tough guard. Michael Jordan would even tell you that was one of his biggest. I know we'll get into that later, but that was one of his biggest guards. And then you have to throw Clyde Drexler in there. Clyde, I'll switch Clyde and Mitch, I'll be honest with you, because Clyde, if Clyde Drexler played in today's media market, we would talk about Clyde the same way we talk about Jordan in a regular season mindset.
Okay.
Because Clyde Drexler was putting in work for years. It just, he played in Portland.
Right.
And in the 80s, in the early 90s, there was no social media. So you didn't see a Clyde highlight until later on. Most people on the East Coast were sleeping when his games were on. And his demeanor as a man was just so quiet. But Clyde Drexler is probably one of the most athletic 2 guards of all time.
I remember he in game he dunked it from the free throw line, and he would kick his legs up too. Yeah, he's amazing.
His in-game dunks were ridiculous. Going back to college, he was
Houston.
Yeah,
he's definitely one of my favorites.
And he was 6'7", 6'6", long arms, built like a chiseled rock, and the guy can ball. Right.
The reason why the Blazers didn't pick Jordan, they picked Sam Bowie, is because they already had Clyde Drexler, because they were already the same player. So it was like, why pick the same player when you just get a big guy? And unfortunately, Sam Bowie got injured and all that good stuff.
Great player in college, but just couldn't stay healthy.
Couldn't stay healthy. So who's your number 5 then?
I would have to go with someone more contemporary.
Okay.
I may say James Harden.
Ooh.
I as a basketball purist, I'm James Harden's manipulation of the game.
Yeah.
Is interesting to look at. I don't agree. I would not teach kids to play like James Harden, which we'll talk about later as well. I wouldn't teach it. I wouldn't influence it. But I have to respect how he able to manipulate the rules. He shoots more free throws than anybody. He's able to create space differently than most people. We've never seen anybody do 2 seconds. Now, obviously, also the NBA is entertainment,
right?
And we allow things to be done
right.
that look good. So that gather step, which is really a third step, which is really a travel, it's allowed in the NBA. In college and high school, they don't call it gather step. But I think when you look at James Harden and what he's able to do from a scoring perspective, he's respect. You have to respect it in
right.
that top 5 conversation.
30 straight games with 30 points. That's amazing.
Amazing. And
something Kobe did. That's something that Kobe has done. But
Kobe averaged 40 and change for a month.
Right.
And I remember watching that, and it was amazing.
It was.
Also, not honorable mention, just because he didn't have the longevity of that career. And I know I'm probably forgetting somebody. Probably in the comments like, how come he didn't say this? How come he didn't say this guy?
Right.
I'm just thinking of the guys that really come to mind that stick out. I have to throw Gilbert Arenas in there.
Oh, okay, Hibachi.
I mean, Gilbert Arenas, guy who didn't really, he came out of Arizona, played well, wasn't, like a superstar. But when he became Agent Zero, and Kobe got 60 from that. And there was a month where he was going down a list of teams that didn't pick him and terrorizing them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I go with that. But he didn't have the career, obviously. He didn't have the chips. There was no MVPs. There was no conference finals. None of that. But I think if you just had to put 5 shooting guards together, he would definitely be one of the guys out.
He's like a cult classic.
Yes.
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 Yeah. People in DC love him.
Oh.
As they should.
As they should.
Yeah, so he's definitely like a cult classic.
Who would be in that? Is there anybody you would take out of that top 5?
Cause I was right there with you with the top 3 with
Mike,
Kobe, Wade.
Okay.
And then Wade and Drexler too. I told my brother like Drexler is like the Wade of this era.
Yeah. Not a great shooter, consistent shooter, but defensively he was always solid. Could move to the basket whenever you wanted. Attack the basket whenever you wanted.
Wade won a player.
Wade was, he knew when to go.
Right.
Right. Which is something that in your 2 guard you want.
Right. You need that assassin. And
yeah.
You need that
If your 2 guards not assassin, he's wasting time.
Right.
Yeah. So who would you do at that 5? Would you go?
So Jordan,
Kobe,
Wade, Drexler,
and Gilbert Arenas.
There's
a lot.
Arenas is Harden. I like to take it back sometimes too. Like Jerry West. We could throw Jerry West in there.
Phenomenal.
We could throw in
more point guard.
Okay. Who else? Who else is a really good one?
You gotta look at probably like if you're gonna throw back a little bit.
Let's throw it back.
As you look at just
Joe Dumars was pretty good.
Phenomenal. I'm gonna bring Joe Dumars up later.
Okay.
But definitely Joe Dumars was well respected, undersized too for his time. A lot of those guys we named on that list, for the exception of Wade, were all 6'5", 6'6". Yeah. Nah, Joe Dumars is. Oof.
Ray Allen.
Jesus, that's a
great. Right.
Oh, he was great. Held down Seattle for a lot of years, Milwaukee for a lot of years, and then, that's the thing about media markets. A lot of these guys didn't get that shine.
Right.
If they played now, they would get.
Right. So that's our All-Star Game weekend talks. Now,
who do you got winning the 3-point contest tonight?
3-point contest tonight?
My favorite. It's actually my favorite part of All-Star weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
My favorite is the dunk contest.
Yeah, mine's 3. I think there's the strategy. I like to see guys get hot and then figure out, wait, how do I stay hot even though I'm resting?
Well, let me tell you the field for the 3-point contest. So it's Chris Middleton, big fan of his. Steph Curry.
Of course.
Kemba.
Yeah, Kemba. New York guy.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, that's my guy.
I don't think Kemba. Okay, good.
Dame Dollar.
Dame Dollar, okay.
Dirk Nowitzki.
He's in the 3-point contest?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's having like the whole little swan song this weekend.
Wow.
Danny Green, Long Island's own.
Of course.
Seth Curry, little bro. What's up, Lil?
Yeah.
Devin Booker, who gets buckets.
Devin
Got a
Booker.
gun.
Yes.
He got a racket.
70-point game.
70-point game in Boston, yeah. Joe Harris. My first guest, Seth, shouts out to him.
Yeah.
The biggest Nets fan.
Really?
Biggest Nets fan. And he called this. He called D'Angelo Russell going to the All-Star game. He called Jared Allen going to be in the All-Star weekend events with the rookie game. He called Joe Harris to being in the 3-point contest. He called even the Latvian guy, called him the bootleg
the kid
Porzingis.
The kid from Chicago?
No. Credence, Rodot Credence. He was in the rookie game last night.
Oh, okay.
He called him being in the game too. So shouts out to Seth. He's like a wizard with this.
Okay. The Brooklyn Nets having a great season.
Yeah, they are.
Playing above and above and above.
They are.
D'Angelo Russell making the All-Star game. A lot of people were kind of hating on him because he got traded for Zoe.
I always will hate on him because he went to Ohio State.
Oh, okay.
There's only 3 people from Ohio State that I like: Chris Carter, Jesse Owens, and Nick Mangold. J-E-T-S. Jets.
Yes. I agree. I could agree with that. Okay, that sounds like a pretty good feeling.
And then the last guy from the Bahamas, Buddy Hield.
Buddy is too streaky. I don't. Buddy has had a decent year shooting the ball. I don't think he's gonna do well. I don't think he's a good. I think with the 3-point contest, the nuance is you have to have a consistent shot that doesn't require much legs. You have to, if you can find that range, because you get tired. If people don't realize, a minute of shooting and moving, you get tired.
Because what is it? Five racks with 5 balls. Yeah. So 25 balls in a minute. So you're shooting basically a ball a minute, a ball a second, and then you have to sprint to the other rack to shoot another ball a second.
Right.
Sprint another rack.
And your brain starts to play tricks on you. Oh, I missed 1, I missed 2, I missed 3. I'm not seeing it go. A shooter wants to see the ball go down.
Right.
And you don't have time to really watch the shot. You gotta let it go.
Just like a pop shot, you just could pick the ball up and just pull up and shoot, pull up and shoot, pull up and shoot.
Man.
But it's not like you're like 5 feet away. You're like a pop shot. You're like 30 feet away. No, 25 feet away. 24-9.
24-9, something like that.
24-9, 5.
I think eventually, sometime we might see that 3-point line move back to 30 feet.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
I want to say I'm gonna pick Joe Harris tonight.
Joe Harris, okay, Brooklyn in the house.
I'm gonna pick Joe Harris to win it. I've seen him have some consistent nights where, especially from the top of the key, that seems to be his sweet spot. He can knock it down. I'm gonna pick Joe Harris. And in the finals, I'm gonna take Joe Harris to win it. Okay. But in my final, I'm gonna have Joe Harris, and I'm gonna go with Middleton.
Nice.
I'm gonna go with those 2 guys.
That's a nice pick. Nice pick. This is gonna be tough for me because I'm big fan of Kemba. I like Chris Middleton. He reminds me of like a Ray Allen type.
Yes.
Not necessarily exactly like Ray Allen, but he plays a lot like Ray Allen.
Yeah.
So you pick Chris Middleton. So I'm gonna go with. It's tough. I mean, I'm pretty sure Steph's gonna win. But you know what's funny? His little brother shoots better percentage than him.
He does.
Yeah.
But he takes for all the shots.
That's true too. That's true too. And then 20 minutes. So you know what? I'm gonna pick my 2 favorite guys. Okay. I'm just gonna go with Kemba. I'm gonna go with Dame Dollar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I just feel like.
Okay. The small guards.
Right.
Okay.
Because Steph is going home. Maybe he gets gassed. He's like, oh, I'm so hyped back home.
Yeah.
I'm home.
Tired. You know, you're partying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna go with Kemba and Dame Dollar.
Okay.
I'm gonna be very biased, so you guys already know who I'm gonna pick. Kemba. Kemba Walker.
Okay.
Dame, much respect. I was out in East Oakland, actually the same day last year, so I got love for the Bay. But I'm gonna go with Kemba Walker, New York City all day.
And in the dunk contest, are we going with Queen's own
Hamidou Diallo? He's from Left Rack.
He's from by way of St. Albans.
Oh, Oh, St. Albans, we out here. St. Albans, we out here. Let's go, St. Albans.
St. Albans in the house.
Yes.
So we definitely will be rooting for Hami.
So we got, for the field for the dunk contest, we have Hamidou Diallo, Queens in the house.
Yes.
We got Miles Bridges for Charlotte. He talk about putback dunk. He said he had practically like.
Yeah.
I can't even describe it. It was just crazy. He just cocked it back. Blah.
Yeah. I saw him warming up the other day. Some stuff he had put up on the gram, and he had some really nice dunks. They were real dunks we've seen before.
Okay.
But they were nice dunks. They were clean dunks.
Okay.
He might be. It might be those two.
Back to New York. Yeah. Dennis Smith Jr. Next tape.
I mean, this might be his coming out party.
I hope so.
He's a good dunker, and he's got the house. And we like to see the little guys dunk.
Yes.
He's gonna be that guy.
David Thompson, Spud Webb, Nate Robinson.
Guys, little guys look off. When they get off the ground, it looks so much better.
And the last guy, who Charles Barkley made a joke about, like, if he came in here, I wouldn't know who he is. John Collins for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, he's probably right. But he's like 6'8", 6'9".
6'8", yeah.
Yeah, big guys don't look good dunking.
But he does have some springs, though. I've seen him play a game, like, he has some springs.
Yeah. Okay.
So you picking Hamidou?
I'm picking Hamidou. I'm going with the home team. Queens in the house.
Right.
Going with home team. And we're just gonna ride out with him and support him and try to. He's come back off injury too for this. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. He had a nasty injury earlier in the year.
And he came back. He's been playing good D out there in OKC. His game is still developing, but I think this is gonna be something that people are gonna take notice and say, hey, this guy, he's special.
Because the Thunder are actually looking really good too. They picked up Markieff Morris too. They're looking really deep. So this is a nice little.
They're trying to make a run. I mean,
yeah.
That guy, 35 in Golden State is pretty good though.
Yeah, he is. Say what you want about him. He's really good. You can't lie.
Yeah.
So Dennis Smith Jr., I know J. Cole's gonna pick him because he shouted about it a lot with 21 Savage. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Miles Bridges.
To win it all?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw that putback dunk sold me. He made a couple other dunks too.
Yeah. And he's playing home?
Yeah.
Playing at home. Yeah, that's always a go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll leave John Collins to get some support from Quavo.
Okay.
He works hard for Atlanta, so I'll give him the credit for that. Yeah. Let's talk about skills challenge. We got Luka Doncic, Mike Conley. Even though he went to Ohio State, I gotta give him some respect. He's pretty much an all-star every year, but the West is just so packed with Westbrook, and you got Steph Curry.
He should demand a trade.
Yeah. He also got traded. I mean, his homeboy got traded to Toronto. Marcus Gasol.
And that was actually a great pickup for them.
That was. It's like an upgraded Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah. And he's smart.
Very smart.
High IQ ball player.
He can pass, can shoot a three. Obviously big, he can finish around the rim.
I'm looking at. I see. Is Trae Young in this one?
Trae Young, Jason Tatum, Nikola Vucevic, Kuz. No joke, aka Joker, aka Nikola Jokic.
He's pretty good.
And De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox, and I'm gonna go with Trae Young. I think Trae Young is gonna win because he's a phenomenal passer. Can dribble the ball pretty well, and I think his skill set is built for this competition.
Guards usually do well in this.
Yeah.
Last year, Spencer Dinwiddie, the Nets point guard,
all day
won it.
There you go.
Yeah. I think De'Aaron Fox's speed will really help him here.
He's a blur.
He is.
He
really
is. He needs to be called the Flash.
Yeah.
Wade is retiring. We could now call De'Aaron Fox.
Bestowed upon him.
Yes.
You're exchanging jerseys. Exchange nicknames.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. I agree.
Well, since Jalo's not here, he can't make it, I'm going to make this pick for him for skills challenge because my brother is a huge, big, giant Luka Doncic fan. So I'm going to pick Luka Doncic for him for the skills challenge. I know he's going to love this right now. He's really happy about this.
Like Luka?
Yes.
Luka's pretty special.
Yes.
Okay, Jalo, you got Luka.
I'm going to go for skills challenge. I'm a big Jason Tatum fan. He's great.
Okay.
No Joke is awesome. But I'm going to go with my man Kuz. I like Kuz. Kuz is nice. I've been a fan of his since the Summer League, and even watching him on ESPN with the Pac-12 games with Bill Walton calling them.
Oh.
We'll talk about All-Stars, Hall of Famer. Bill Walton. So yeah, I've been a fan since.
Kuzma's pretty good.
Yeah.
I argued the other day with a friend of mine about Kuzma. To me, is the second best player on the Lakers.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
I mean, you gotta score points to win the game, right?
You do.
And
he gets buckets.
And he gets buckets.
Any way you can think of it, he gets a bucket.
In the game, he's on the floor.
Right.
So.
Right.
Hey, sorry, Kenny.
Speaking of the second best player in the Lakers, do you think if Brandon Ingram were to go somewhere else, do you think he would flourish more? Was it more of a fit, or?
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that you can give the ball to, and be you.
Right.
And I think he's still so young. I mean, theoretically, he would be only a senior in college. I think at this point, his game is still developing. I think he needs a system where he has to put the ball on the floor, and he has space to operate. But I think that Ingram right now is having a confidence issue. Where do I fit? That unsurety. So I think if you put Ingram on, let's say, a team like I don't know, maybe in Atlanta. Maybe in Atlanta. I know Atlanta wants to shoot the ball, but you need someone that can go get you a basket.
Right.
And I think Ingram can develop into that guy with a mid-range game. Step back. He has a jab step that can blow by you. He can get you a 15-footer. He just got to play some defense, and I think he'll be all right.
He's still about half the league.
Yeah. Last night against the All-Star game, that's why I try not to watch those rookie challenge games because there's no offense. There's no defense.
It's a layup drill.
It's a layup drill. That's what it is. 300 points each score.
Yeah.
So where are we now?
We're talking about now. We're going to talk about all-time greats.
All-time greats.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people have different GOATs. I'm always going to say Michael Jordan. My brother always says LeBron. And people tell me Magic. Some say Kareem. Some say Oscar. I have a friend of mine that I went to Penn State with. He's my age. He says Bill Russell because he's won 11 rings. Yeah. Which makes great sense. He's a great defender too. He's an MVP.
Yeah. There were like 10 teams in the league though.
That is true.
Bill Russell is a winner though. He's phenomenal. I mean, he's great. But I always say the GOAT is Michael Jordan. And I think partially I'm a little biased because I grew up at a time where Michael was a god.
Right.
And we saw him do things. But Michael always gave me the feeling like the game was never over. He could always figure it out and get you a basket, make a defensive play. He was always there, and you just knew it was going to happen. There's some guys in sports you just know. It's like Messi in soccer. You just know they need a goal, he can get it. Mike was that guy, and I think he showed you that winning. I mean, to win 3 in a row, retire, come back, win another 3 in a row. It could be said he might have won 8 straight.
Yeah, he could have. He really could have. He didn't want to play baseball.
Just want to play baseball. Mike is the GOAT. He's my GOAT. I know Kareem, Magic. I know some people may throw Bird in there.
Right.
LeBron. My thing about LeBron is that he's great. He's an all-time great. I think you can put him on the Mount Rushmore. The numbers don't lie. But he ain't Mike. 6-0 is 6-0. I think that's what the conversation ends for me.
Right. Me too. So, if you were to make a starting 5 of all-time greats, and then adversely come up with a nemesis starting 5 for those guys, what would you do?
Oh wow. Okay, so I'm gonna go with. Of course, let's go my top 5.
Right.
This is my personal top 5, guys, not the one that's on ESPN all the time.
Right.
I'm gonna go with Magic. I'm gonna go with Jordan. I'm gonna go with LeBron at the 3. I'm gonna go with Tim Duncan at the 4, and I'm gonna go with Will Chamberlain at the 5. That's my starting 5. All right. Adversely, I would go with Isaiah Thomas.
Nice.
At the
Nice
1.
pickup.
Love Zeke. This is not Zeke from New York, Zeke from Toronto. This is the player from the Detroit Pistons. I'm going with Zeke. I think he would give Magic, as we saw in the Dream Team, that small guards were their nemesis. I think Zeke would give Magic hell. At the 2, I'm gonna go with Kobe. I think Kobe on Mike, but I also gotta throw in my 1A, which would be Joe Dumars, who over years gave Michael hell. I think that Joe Dumars would just hunker down defensively, make the night tough. Now, a tough night for Mike might be 35 points. So just keeping that in perspective, you know, I'm going to go with that. At the 3, I'm definitely going to go with Larry Bird. I think that while LeBron would be physically imposing, I think Larry would be so aggressive and his skill set would frustrate LeBron over the course of the game. At the 4, I'm going to go with Charles Barkley. I think his aggressiveness would be too much for Tim to handle at some point in time. I think he would just consistently just dunk it on him and punk him. And Tim Duncan, being the smooth guy he is, would probably just quit. And then I'm gonna go with Shaq at 5. I think the two forces colliding of dominant guys, Shaq would outweighing Wilt by a good probably 50 to 60 pounds, if not more, would turn and dunk on Wilt the way Wilt dunked on guys in his time, and he would not know how to handle that. So I think that would be my nemesis. I'm gonna go with Isaiah, Kobe, 1A, Joe Dumars, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley, and Shaq.
I like how you picked the Bad Boys too, because the Bad Boys was really Jordan's nemesis early on.
Yes, yeah.
But then the Bad Boys did go on to when Jordan was able to beat them to be able to win his first championship against Magic.
Right.
Which is really cool.
Yeah. Who would be your top 5? Who's your GOAT? Who's your 5?
My 5. My 5 is a lot like yours.
Yeah.
Magic at the 1, Jordan at the 2, LeBron at the 3. Even though now he's played more before because it's more of a small ball game, but I'll still put him at the 3.
Yeah.
Number 4, at the power forward position, I'm a big KG fan. I always pick KG over Tim Duncan. Yes, Tim Duncan has more rings. Yes, but I just love his tenacity, his ferociousness.
I have to agree with that.
Yeah, I just love that about him.
And he's great on TV now.
He is.
He's phenomenal. I love watching him. He draws me in.
He does. He does with the Area 21, and now he's going to have the interview with Dwayne Wade today.
That's part of All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, it's part of All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
So I'll put big ticket there at the 4. The 5 has a lot. It's really crowded at the 5. You have your Bill Russell, you have your Wilt, you have your Shaq, you have Hakeem the Dream, you have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, New York's Harlem Zone.
Yeah, Harlem Zone. Yeah.
So you have really, really crowded center position. So since you picked Wilt, I'm gonna go with Bill.
Okay. Defensive stopper.
Yeah, exactly. And not only was he great at defense, his blocking would set up the fast break for Bob Cousy, who's also from Queens. We out here.
Andrew Jackson High School.
Exactly. Cousy is also one of my favorite point guards. Granted, I've never seen him play live, but you see the highlights. You know what goes on. You know the You know what's happening.
Yeah.
Right. So, I like the idea you have with the adversely, like the nemesis.
Yeah. Who would be your nemesis?
So Magic. You know what? Since I just mentioned Cousy, I'll put the Cousy in there.
Okay.
So there's probably pretty sure there's some people like, why did you put Chris Paul? Why don't you put even like Nate Tiny Archibald, who led the league in points and assists?
Nate Archibald,
Special Bronx.
Yeah.
Who else? I like Isaiah Thomas. I'm not going to jump right off your list.
No. I mean, he's great. He's great. I mean, Isaiah Thomas was a phenomenal player for a long time.
He was.
He just, he wasn't well liked.
A lot of people liken his skill set to Kyrie Irving, like today.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. The ball handling, the low dribble, size, obviously. Isaiah had a mean streak that I loved about him. And then could smile about it. Like, sometimes the most dangerous people are the people that smile at.
Yeah.
So
they smile in your face all the time, will take your place.
and I think Isaiah was that guy.
And then they left him off the dream team. Like, ah.
I mean, listen. You know, on the court, Mike is, you know, Mike that gets off the court. We don't understand those politics.
Yeah. And at the 2, speaking of Mike, Dominique Wilkins. That's a good little rivalry they had there too. Between the dunk contest and like even just going head to head.
I would that would be physically, yeah. Dominique could play the 2 or the 3.
Mm-hmm.
He was a big guy.
Yeah.
He was a big guy. And to be able to do what he did.
Mm-hmm.
But Dominique, ironically, even is not considered one of the top 50 players of all time.
Which he should be. He should be.
Before Dominique, I don't know anybody that played for Atlanta.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bob Pettit?
Bob Pettit.
Or was that in St. Louis? St. Louis Hawks.
He made with St. Louis Hawks.
That was in the 50s.
I know Pete.
So that's
Barry
like 30
played
years.
for them for a little while.
That's right.
Pistol Pete played for them for a little while. Yeah, but it wasn't much in Atlanta before Leek.
No.
I held down the franchise and scored all these points. I don't know.
Human highlight film. That's like the greatest nickname.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. So that's the 2. My 3, Dr. J.
Oh.
I love Dr. J.
Oh, phenomenal.
It's amazing.
Phenomenal.
Like Michael Jordan comes from that tree like the high flyer.
Yes, yeah. But Dr. J had game as well.
That's a fact.
He wasn't a great shooter. I think partially because his hands were humongous.
Yeah. It's like you literally grab the ball like this.
Yeah. It was nothing like it, you know.
Yeah.
That's a great pick. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with that.
He's also a winner too. He won in the ABA and the NBA.
Yes. One of the few to do that.
Right.
I like Dr. J. Okay.
He also tore down the Rucker. Like he literally had people climb on top of trees and fences and buildings.
Now we spent some time last summer going to some of the area parks, and so we know what the New York City basketball, summer basketball is.
Yes.
When you command that kind of attention.
Yes. It's a movie.
Ooh, I remember, not to get too far off, but I remember seeing Kevin Durant at Pro City.
Nice.
I was there, and we were in there, and we literally had to bum rush the back door and tell the lady, we're getting in.
Right.
So we could do this one of 2 ways. And it was like about 50 people behind us, and they just said, you know what, just let them in. And we got in, and I got to see Kevin Durant literally put on a scoring expedition. And in that game, though, what a lot of people don't remember, probably won't never ever talk about Kevin Durant in that summer. I saw him there, and I saw him at the Rucker.
Nice.
When he scored 60, and he was just destroying people. In that same game, John Lucas III had 63 points. Book it.
Wow.
Kevin Durant had 45. John Lucas had 63.
Whoa.
I was there.
That's like a foot difference too.
Oh my goodness. He was going at him.
That's amazing.
But the gym was so packed. You couldn't even turn left or right. It was so packed.
That's amazing. Now, back to the list. My 4, I like Kevin McHale. He's a winner.
Yeah.
One with Larry Bird. Great footwork. You can put him on the list. It would actually be kind of funny because like Kevin McHale, he clotheslined Kurt Rambis, and then like Big Ticket, I can see like Big Ticket like talking trash to him, and Kurt and like Kevin McHale like, all right, pal, you say something else, I'm gonna punch you in the gut. We probably fight him at half court, so that'll be a really fun lineup to matchup to watch.
Okay.
Wes Unseld, was he a 5 or was he a 4?
5, yeah.
He was a 5.
Yeah. Wes Unseld. Wow, you really went back.
Yeah, I mean, I love going back. I love going back. Like, that's why I bought this book. Like, it takes you back, all the way back to, like, the beginning.
Wow.
The NBA, so it's always fun. But yeah, so just give a shout out to Wes Unseld. Yeah. Also, sort of 5. My 5 would be, because I mentioned Bill before. So I'm going to give it a shout out. I'm going to keep it in New York. I'm very biased today. I mean, I'm in New York, that's what we do.
Of course.
So I'm going to shout out Kareem the Dream. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. All-time leading scorer with the most difficult shot.
Ever.
The sky hook.
Ever.
You can't guard it.
Yeah. Some will say he is probably, should be the greatest of all time. He has the MVPs. He has the 6 championships. He has he's the all-time leading scorer, which is a record we will see get broken in our lifetime.
Yeah.
LeBron's probably gonna get it.
Yeah, LeBron's about to beat Jordan when he's like 2-3 games away from that.
Yeah, that's gonna be like hysteria on the news.
Oh yeah. My brother's gonna call me nonstop. Hey, what time is it? Like, hey, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, Jilla. Why'd you call me? LeBron just beat Michael Jordan. Like, I gotta wake up to work. Go to work. What are you doing?
Yeah, LeBron's only been playing forever. Took more shots. And Jordan did in like 100-something less games. But we won't talk about
we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
And he's only been retired for like ever.
Yeah, right. So so I put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the list too, because he was a monster in high school.
Most highly talented player ever.
Mm-hmm. And then in college he was undefeated. UCLA with John Wooden.
Wow.
And he won again, obviously in the NBA. So he's just you could definitely put him in a conversation for the greatest of all time. Too.
Yes. Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. So let's go down to New York City street ball.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Great. Loved growing up and playing on these streets of New York City. Played in Queens, played in Brooklyn. The street ball legend it's like a mythical character because there's no replay in street ball. So I would have to talk about a guy named Stymie.
Okay.
Queens guy.
Okay.
Nobody knows where Stymie really came. We just know he played in Queens.
Right.
And Stymie, we know, got shot in his eye.
Oh.
And he had like a funny looking eye. But this guy can score like nobody's business. And the other guys like I never, I've seen only clips, but I got a chance to know him as an adult. Pee Wee Kirkland.
Okay.
Truly a street ball legend. Right. Played in a lot of those games in the Rucker that there's people hanging from everywhere.
Just like Dr. J.
Just like Dr. J. Played against Dr. J in a lot of those same tournaments. And then I gotta look at a guy that I kind of was like on the back end of a guy named Kenny Anderson, who was phenomenal.
Queens in the house.
Oh my goodness, Kenny Anderson was just phenomenal to watch. As a little guy, and then growing up, playing in left rack in those tournaments was ridiculous. Also, a New York City street legend, which we don't really talk about a lot. A guy by the name of Bernard King.
Oh yes.
Yeah, one of my favorite Knicks of all time.
One of my favorite players too.
Yeah.
Talk about getting a bucket. You just get a bucket whenever you wanted.
Whenever he wanted, had moves, had the mean streak, had it all. But ruled Brooklyn, ruled the Bronx.
From Fort Greene, right?
From Fort Greene.
Had that Fort Greene lean.
And he would just kill. So that was another guy that I would just love to watch. Like, he's out here street balling. But I remember when I started going to the Rucker and started seeing guys in the Rucker Park in Pro City, and I remember watching this guy named Bone Collector, right? Who was just a tough out. And everybody would just play against this guy, and he was tough, and he would just be coming down, crossing up. That was a time when and1 basketball was huge, But if you had to talk about one guy, and I'll end it here. You gotta talk about Skip Malou.
Yes, St. Albans.
St. Albans.
We out here.
Queens again. Made the transition from the streets to the NBA, but Skip was. He was just phenomenal. He destroyed parks from here to wherever, and truly ran the circuit.
A lot of history here in New York City with street ball.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Speaking of New York City basketball and leagues, let's talk about your league.
Oh wow. Yeah. So as I know you were a little bit older. Didn't get the chance to drop buckets in the league. Right. Your brother and your sister did, and your mom has championships. They walk around with banners. Right. Banner City, and Murray household has banners. There's some chips, some rings, some jewelry. The league's doing well. NYSAA, New York Scholastic Athletic League, been going strong. We're in our 16th year.
Nice.
A lot of great memories. New York City ball players gave them opportunity to move throughout their career throughout either middle school or high school. It's been a pleasure to still do it. Like I said, I've been doing 16 years, so it's been a long time. Seen a lot. A lot of name brand guys out there that I can point to and say, hey, he played and he played.
Good.
But yeah, we're still going strong. You know, our job is to give opportunity. You know, we're not the PSAL or, you know, but we have a little niche and we give opportunity. And that's been the goal from day one, just to give opportunity, and we're still doing it.
Good. That's good. Yeah. All right. Dwayne, it's been a great pleasure and honor to have you here.
Yeah.
Talk about All-Star Weekend.
Thank you.
And talk about New York City street ball. Talk about all-time greats, because we need to teach these youngins, because they don't know anything past 2010.
Yes.
You gotta drop some names. Gotta, you know, let them research a little.
You gotta look it up. You gotta look it up.
Right.
Like, don't let them fool you on the gram.
Right.
Don't let them do that to you.
Not at
Fake
all.
news. Fake news. Go get yourself a Come Fly With Me movie.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
His Airness. One of them type shows.
Yes.
YouTube that.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you for watching Sports League Podcast. I'm your host, Leek, and we had my main man here, Dwayne, representing NYSAA.
You got it. Woo.
Yes.
Smooth.
Got the acronyms. We out here. Definitely follow, subscribe, like, and you can catch us on Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitter, all under the same name, Sports League Pod. Thank you.